Finally, his endurance gives out and he stumbles and falls. He is unable to get up, but he decides to take some rest and then continue walking. While regaining his breath, he notes a feeling of warmth come to his chest and trunk, but his face yet have no sensation. He begins to shiver and is fast losing his battle with the frost. In panic, he again drives himself on but staggers and falls. He recovers his breath and feels that he is making a fool of himself. And since he was anyway going to freeze to death, he's sure he will meet death. So, anyway, he decides to meet death with dignity. And with this thought, he begins to feel drowsy and hopes to sleep off to death. And that was his end. But the writer pictures himself uh, coming with the boys the next day looking for his own body. It's a kind of imagination you will find towards the end of the story. For what that is, you will see that he seems to be detached from his body as he looks at its frozen in the snow. And then he murmurs to the old timer that the old timer he was right in his advice. That this man he did not pay attention to the advice. Then he realizes we are supposed to listen to the advice of the elder people, though he was very confident, he was very audacious, that did not work in such severe biting cold or the temperature. And the man drifts off into a most comfortable and satisfying sleep. And the dog sits watching and waiting, unable to understand why the man is sitting in the snow without making a fire. The dog couldn't realize what happened to him. So finally, the dog comes closer and then it smells death. So once it understood the man is no more, he has died, it runs away in the direction of the camp in search of the other providers of the food and fire, where they were expecting those boys that they could meet them by 6 o'clock in the evening. So the dog leaves the man there and it goes to that direction of the Henderson Fork where the dog could find some food and fire. So that was the story, the end of the man in that difficult temperature and the weather.